All right, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And any opposed? Hearing none. Recognizing persons not on the agenda this evening? Seeing nobody. Any conflict of interest or ex parte contact declarations, even though we have to do this, even though we don't have anything for it?
No.
Okay. So let's go ahead and then skip straight down to new business where the election of chairperson and vice chairperson. Brenda, how do you want to proceed with this?
You will choose who your chair and vice chair are, make motion, and approve it.
Okay.
I am happy to stay in the position if you want me to.
Please.
Why reinvent the wheel?
Okay.
Yeah.
I know Billy is vice currently.
Correct.
If we want to
Same.
continue that as well.
Yes.
Okay. So then all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. So we will continue as normal. So this is why we're here this evening for the action item defining the facts of the conditional use permit for the Idaho Power PZ 2457.
PC 50. Oh, so I'm sorry. Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve the findings of fact for conditional use permit for Idaho Power PZ-24-57.
First by
Second.
Christina, second by Philip. All right, Philip, we'll start with you.
Aye.
Christina?
Aye.
Aye from me as well. Motion passes. Any questions of the department head items?
Oh, yes, code enforcement. Well, and this may have been may have been more of a question for actual code enforcement. So I had somebody ask me a question about the violations that were identified, and they were asking the question about, I guess to me, they were asking about how they could go about letting code enforcement know about violations that are being made on their street, even though they don't have an HOA or anything like that. Obviously, I told them the city would be the best way to do that. I guess it's just trash and junk just left on, the sidewalk. So I don't know.
They just, all they need to do is make a phone call to code enforcement.
Okay.
And let us know where the violation is taking place.
Okay.
And code enforcement will go out and take a look and take pictures. If there's definitely a violation, a letter will get sent.
Okay, so with that being said, and I mean, I could probably look up the city ordinance and stuff too, but it's like the city has one ordinance and then we have the CCNRs, which if we don't have an HOA, which is basically the policing body that's going to be saying like there's a violation here, yada yada, like there's no way to actually enforce the CCNRs if there's a bunch of junk and stuff on the outside. Is that correct?
The city does not enforce HOAs.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. All right. Well, it'll get dicey. Okay, well, I'll just probably put her in contact with one of the attorneys. Cool. Thanks. That's all.
Anything else? No? Okay.
Mr. Chair, I do have something for the next item requested by commission and staff.
Yep.
I believe you all are aware that there will be a joint meeting on January 28th with the city council.
Yes.
Regarding the declining balance sheets. So I just wanted to also just bring it up here, so that we are all on the same page. And then I also wanted to give you a reminder with regards to that's just a memo, and also included in here is
Thank you.
Some of the city codes with regards to water and wastewater availability fees, just so you're aware of what those are.
Okay.
So you have something at your fingertips as you move forward, you go through these processes. So you'll also see the equivalent dwelling unit table, which is probably at your EDU fee. And then the resolution in the back tells you how we break down for each type of use.
Okay, that's very
So,
interesting.
that's just for your knowledge. All of this stuff is within our city code and accessible to anyone.
So I have a question regarding the two documents that I grabbed from you today, the billing permits. One of them shows $1,195 on fiber residential fee. The other one does not. Is that because the fiber is not available in that particular location?
There was one.
It would be out off of Cinder, I believe.
On Cinder Loop?
Yeah. I can give you these.
We'd have to look closer at these to see why maybe there's some notes within the building.
Yeah, I noticed that and I'm like, something's different about that. So, I'm trying to get a little smarter on those things. So,
Yeah, we would have to look closer at that. We can
That's fine.
look at that tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Find out why it wasn't.
Sweet. And then also kind of a question for all of us. When are we going to start retaking or taking up the definitions and the zoning and all of that stuff again?
That's a great question. I was actually wondering that myself. And with the new joint meetings with City Council, I think that's going to be a part of those because I know that Scott was talking about wanting to look at the definitions with us.
Okay.
So maybe that's going to be part of ours joint, but I don't know.
We, staff, and Rob have been meeting. Of course, with the holidays, it's been harder to get together, but, we anticipate at least giving you planning and zoning a preliminary kind of view of where we are on the land use for residential, those definitions that go with residential, and kind of give you a snapshot. And then I think after that, we will, do a joint meeting with City Council to kind of review those as well, so.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's what Councilman Harjo was leaning,
Okay.
is that we do those joint meetings with regards to that.
And we received copies of the zoning maps, I believe, because it was, I think,
It's been a little bit.
yeah, because Councilman Harjo and I think that was when we had just started, I think Brock was still here, and we had all received copies of that. So will we need to get copies for Phil and Robert as well?
What I would like to do is get copies for everybody of the zoning map, the area of impact maps. There was another map also that I felt like should be handed out as well. So I am in the process of kind of gathering up some of that information so that I can start providing that to you just to make sure everybody has it. So as we move forward with all these joint meetings, and we can know what areas we're talking about. So,
Okay.
So I will get some of those maps out to you. I may just send those via email,
Okay.
so you have them.
Yeah, I have the paper ones, the ones that we rolled up, and I went ahead and I put them on poster board basically because it's easier to read that way.
Sure. I mean, they probably won't be the great big 15, I could probably do some 11 by 17s for you. If you
Okay.
need some
That'd be
paper
awesome.
copies.
Yeah, that'd
Okay.
be great.
But also I'll send them to you electronically.
Cool.
Okay.
Anything else that we can think of? No?
No?
Okay.
Good.
Cool.
You good?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. Yeah.
All right. In that case, then, we are adjourned.
Well, Happy New Year, gentlemen
Oh, yes,
and
you as well.
ladies. And I'm excited for this new year.
Oh, it's going to be